The fate of General Grievous in Legends continuity was one written for him. The choice to become a cyborg was originally not one of his own. Before the start of the Clone Wars, the Kaleesh warrior who would become General Grievous was gravely injured when his ship exploded in atmosphere and left Grievous, then named Kwaiman Jai Shilal, tumbling to a planet below. Dooku then rushed in, appearing as a sort of savior to Grievous. However, it was later revealed that it was Dooku that sabotaged Grievous' ship and caused his intense injuries. Much of Grievous' body was destroyed and left in tatters, with him missing all of his limbs and much of his body all but gone, with the exception of his lungs, heart, eyes, and brain, all lost to the devastating crash. Sadistically though, this is exactly what Dooku desired, as to give him the ability to craft a new weapon for the Sith from scratch. Dooku wanted a machine that would do his bidding, and serve as a general to lead the droid army against the Republic and the Jedi, and when the time came, Dooku required a fall guy for the Clone Wars. Grievous ultimately was planned to be painted as the mastermind and true villain of the war, with Dooku pardoned for his crimes and able to join his master's side after the establishment of the Galactic Empire. Years before Grievous' injuries and transformation though, plans were set in place to one day surgically grant a subject the Force, a subject that would one day be General Grievous. Dooku, as a test of his true allegiance to the Sith Order and his new Sith Master Sidious, was ordered to kill one of his closest friends in Jedi Master Sifo Dyas. After commissioning the Pike Syndicate to do so, the Pikes shot down Dyas' ship, and he was subsequently killed in the crash. His body, however, was recovered by Dooku personally along with one of his lightsabers, with the other one left behind in the wreckage. Dooku then chose to cryogenically freeze his old friend, with plans to one day use his body for a sinister purpose. After Grievous was gravely injured, Dooku knew it was the time to pull the body of his old Jedi friend out of storage. Using the blood of Sifo Dyas, Dooku transferred what remained of it into the body of the injured Grievous. It was Dooku's hope that the blood of a Force sensitive flowing through the veins of Grievous would grant him some aptitude with the Force. Although the blood did manage to keep Grievous alive, it did not grant him the power the Count had hoped, and secretly, he was glad for it, as he feared Grievous could one day become a threat to his place at the side of Darth Sidious. As mentioned though, the blood did do its work, as it managed to save the very life of Grievous. When Grievous regained consciousness and agreed to receive more blood from Dyas as well as undergo intense cybernetic alterations, he was again implanted with even more blood from the long-dead Jedi. However, again, to the personal frustration of Grievous, the blood gave him no connection to the Force, something that the droid general had personally desired for his entire life. The hopes of potentially gaining a connection to the Force is what in part drove him to accept the alterations, as he desired to prove his superiority against the Jedi, who in his mind had previously doomed his people. By again failing to gain the ability to tap into the Force, Grievous' hatred for the Jedi grew even stronger, as his people had worshipped him as a demigod, and to have being so superior to him combatively was insulting. The fact that their power was almost within reach and then ripped away from his grasp also infuriated and hurt Grievous, who vowed to make any and all alterations to his body that would help him kill Jedi and prove his superiority over them despite not being able to wield the Force. As an insult to the Jedi, Grievous also committed to kill them using their own weapons. Because of this desire, Dooku trained his new creation in lightsaber combat, implanting thousands of lightsaber sequences in Grievous' new, partially cybernetic mind. As a gift and insult of his own, Dooku gifted Grievous the lightsaber he took from the body of Sifo Dyas years ago, and it would become the first of many Jedi lightsabers Grievous would add to his collection. However, the second lightsaber belonging to Sifo Dyas would be found by the Jedi Council member Plo Koon towards the end of the Clone Wars, with the plot to kill Sifo Dyas partially uncovered by the Jedi Knights Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that is how General Grievous almost gained the ability to use the Force. As always, I would love to hear your opinion on the video, as the big question, what do you think a Force-sensitive Grievous would look like? And do you believe he could have surpassed the power of Dooku, like the Count feared he might? If you would like to join me in the daily Star Wars discussion and debates, follow me on Twitter at Stupendous Wave, link will be in the description. If you enjoyed this video and feel it deserves it, it would really help me out if you could leave a like. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel to keep up to date with everything Star Wars related, from news, explanations, and theories from a galaxy far, far away. If you have any video topics you would like to see addressed in a future video, do not hesitate to leave them in the comments below the video, or again, tweet them at me. As always, your viewership and support means the world. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.